There is a stillness in the darkness that envelops Collinwood, but fear stalks the great house on this night, for a small boy has disappeared, and unknown to him, or to those who would protect him, his life is in great danger.
Sarah? Oh, Sarah. Wait. I bet I know where you're hiding. Sarah?
Why did you stop?
I thought I had a sensation.
What?
Never mind.
You thought she was nearby.
Yes. Sometimes I feel she's so close to me I could almost reach out and touch her.
Well, we'll soon know.
Yes.
There's nothing here.
No.
Not a trace of it, not a trace of anything.
So I see.
Well, you didn't think she'd really be here, did you?
I had hoped she'd be here. Where is she?
Where? Well, she isn't here, and there's no point in us staying. Shall we go?
I suppose so. Willie, wait a minute.
Why?
Open the panel.
The panel? Well, you don't think she's in there, do you?
I've got to be sure.
Well, she wouldn't be in there, you know that.
Be quiet, Willie. Don't argue with me. Open the panel.
A pale, peaceful moon illuminates the walls of Collinwood, but the great house knows no peace on this night, for a small boy has disappeared, and a terrified girl seeks comfort from one whose comforting touch could bring her death and destruction.
I keep thinking that if I look hard enough out into the dark, maybe I'll see him.
You're very devoted to David, aren't you?
Yes, very.
I know how easy it is to become attached to children.
Do you?
Yes. A child represents everything that is pure and innocent.
David's become very important in my life. I look upon him as if he were my little brother.
I know.
And if anything were to happen to him, I don't know what I'd do.
Nothing has happened, I'm sure of it.
I try to believe that. I'm just so frightened.
I understand.
I'm sorry, Barnabas. I told myself I wouldn't cry.
Oh, don't apologize. Caring for someone never requires an apology.
He's got to be all right. He's got to.
Come, put your head on my shoulder and cry all you want. Nobody will hear you but me.
It is dawn at Collinwood, and faint rays of light have begun to creep across the silent walls of the great house. For one girl it has been a night of terror, for a small boy has disappeared, and he is in greater danger than anyone knows, for he has begun to stumble onto secrets that could cost him his life.
Vicky.
Roger, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Boston.
Well, I just got back. What's going on? Why are all the lights on?
Roger,
I just passed the sheriff in the driveway. What's happened?
it's David.
What about him?
He's disappeared.
Disappeared?
He sneaked out of the house earlier this evening, and he's been gone all night.
All night? Why didn't you call me?
Well, I didn't want to worry you. There was nothing you could do. We've called the police, and they're out looking for him.
And you haven't heard anything?
Not yet.
And he's been gone all night long?
Yes.
Where would he have spent an entire night? Where?
Help! Help! Please, somebody! Help me! Help me! Help me!
It is a new day at Collinwood. The sea beyond the great house shimmers in the clear morning air. But inside the walls of Collinwood, terror mounts, for a missing boy has not yet been found. Far from the great house, there are those who also know fear, a fear so terrifying that it stuns the mind and numbs the heart.
Joe, did they find David?
Nope.
I knew they would.
Where's Sam?
He went out with a searching party at dawn on the other side of town.
See, most of the searching parties have broken up. And then I gotta get some sleep.
But did they search that entire area where that woman thought she saw David?
Maggie, we searched every barn, every silo, every stretch of woods, practically behind every blade of grass. And nothing.
Couldn't have just vanished.
I'm almost willing to believe he did.
Joe.
No, I'm not joking, Maggie. We all know there's something very strange going on in this town. But I'm beginning to think that it's something so strange that
What?
it borders on the supernatural.
The sun has gone down, and the night at Collinwood seems darker and lonelier than ever before. For a little boy has disappeared, and we live with the fear that he may never return safely. At the old house on the Collinwood estate, plans are being made. For there is a man in that house who fears the little boy may have learned his dark secret.
Where's Willie?
I don't know. I saw him briefly late this afternoon.
Well, I gave him explicit instructions to report to me at sundown. He was to have looked for David all day.
Well, he must not have had any luck because he said nothing to me about it.
Well, either that, or he did find out something and is afraid to tell me. Well, I'll deal with him later. But right now, the business at hand is to find David. And I shall before this night is over.
Open the door, Willie. That's all Barnabas said. And then Willie opened it. It must have been something easy. But I can't figure out how he did it. I can't.